everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I was preparing some food and I thought, well, why not make a video about it. So what I'm making today is sweet potato flatbread. So this is how I do it. I have already pre-done the potato by what I do is I usually put it in the oven. You just cover it with something, foil, or if you've got one of those oven trays with a lid on it, cover it up, put it in the oven, bake it until it's cooked, and then peel it and mash it. You don't even have to peel it, to be honest. The peels, you can just mash it through, but I like to peel it because it's just what I like to do. What you got to do is try and get, most of the lumps out, but to be honest, I don't mind a little lump here and there. It doesn't really matter if it's got a bit of a lump because it's kind of nice finding a little bit of lump of potato in your bread. So what I do is I make them in bulk and they freeze perfectly. You pull them out in the day if you want it, like when you want it in the afternoon for the night meal, whatever you want it for. You can make them all different sizes. You can make little cute ones to have with your food, with some you can make little cute ones to have with your soup and stuff. Or so I'm just got the cheap home brand kind of Coles brand wholemeal flour. It's Australian product of Australia, so that's what I get. I don't get organic flour. I would love to make it afford it, but I can't really afford it. Okay, so I go by feel, but if you guys want to actually do it by recipe, I do 1-to-1, so 1 cup of the sweet potato to 1 cup of the flour, and that pretty much gets you your mix perfectly. But I go by feel, eventually you'll probably go by feel as well. I've never been one for recipes so much. So you just kind of give it a bit of a mush through. You probably won't be able to mush it in at this time. Just get a little bit done. Yeah, so what I did was I stopped eating shop bought bread because I was just trying to reduce the things that I have that are processed, not by me, basically. I'd like to be able to know exactly what I'm eating and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. So I've actually got my pan here heating up already, so it'll be all ready to start cooking them when I get this mix done. Make sure your hands are clean, wash them before or whatever. Always wash before you cook, obviously. Just like knead it, just similar to what you would regular bread. It's, it's a dough as well, kind of. It's quite sticky at the moment, which tells me I definitely need a lot more flour. So just going to put some more. I'm a messy cook, just so you guys know. I'm really messy at cooking. Make a mess, but that's alright. It tastes good by the time I finish, so that's the main thing. Get your fingers in and get it all through. It's getting there. Not quite, but still. Probably did about 4 cups of sweet potato in here, I guess, if you were estimating. Maybe 3, I'm not really sure. There's 2 big sweet potatoes, so yeah, maybe 3 sweet potato cups it would have been actually. Okay, so we're getting almost to the texture that we want. We actually want it to feel like a dough. We don't want it to be sticky. We don't want it to be too dry. Just want it to be a dough. Oh, this is a good workout as well. And I need a bit of a workout. So this is, a good way to get that bit of workout into your life. and it's rewarding because you get to taste it afterwards, and that's the best bit. Okay, so just, you know, get a fork, clean your hands up. I find sometimes my hands don't get as, it really depends on how much flour sticks to my hand before the dough. Sometimes it doesn't get quite this messy, but that's fine. As I keep working it, it'll get the extra off my hands. Oh, it's just about there. I should actually move this so you guys can actually see it close up, but I'm not like, you know, a cooking show or whatever. This is how I cook, and, you know, I'm welcoming you into my kitchen lounge room area, kind of, just so we can, yeah, have a chat while I cook. Something to do. It's nice to have a chat. I realised the other day, talking stuff out actually made me feel quite good, you know. It's nice to have a talk about stuff sometimes. Oh yeah, this is getting really nice. Check this out. It's getting there. It's really coming together really nicely. It needs a little tiny bit more, you know, like the more you work it, the better better it'll come together. Okay, I'm trying to get some of this stuff off my hands. Oh, and a bit hot. It is actually like a workout because I'm getting sweaty and my heart rate up just by doing it. I'll throw it though. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I think that's about what I want. Yep, looks good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash my hands and get into rolling some of these out and cooking some. So I'm going to pause it and then. Okay, what I do now is take the dough. I flour my hands a little bit, you know, just a little bit. You know, you could do this on the bench or whatever, but I'm doing it on a board because this table that I'm using is actually a craft table, and I just don't think that it's good enough to work with it, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to knead this a little bit more just now it's out, and just to make it, you know, feel nice. So what I do, I kind of get it into a bit of a snaky thing right here. So what you do is you don't want to do them all at once, you want to do them as they're cooking. So what we're going to do is I'm going to cook them and roll them out at the same time for you guys. Hopefully you'll be able to see what's going on. So I just use a pizza cutter and cut it to how big I want, roll it out a little bit. So I might actually put this in here so I can just get it as I need it, and I'll have this area to work with. If you need more flour, if it's sticking, put some. There's no too much flour or anything, you know, here. Use what you need to use. Get your trusty old rolling pin and start rolling it out. So it's gonna get bigger and bigger until you want it to your desired thickness. Basically about 3 millimeters, 2 millimeters, you know, just whatever you feel like, you know. It's not, I've had some of these a little bit thicker, I've had them thinner, I've had them, oh gee, oh that's terrible, I just ruined that one. I'm going to fix it and do it again because that's embarrassing. My first one I just completely ruined. That doesn't happen very often. I mean, it's happened sometimes. Okay, we'll get it right. Okay, let's do it again. A bit more flour this time. Obviously I needed more flour, so enough fiddling, just get it done. I'm gonna put it in the hot plate in a second and cook it. These, you know, don't have to be completely square or round or, you know, any particular shape that you want. You can make it that. Just roll it so it goes whatever shape you want. If you want it squarer, you can cut the sides off, roll it out. It doesn't have to be a rustic circle like I've done. I prefer to just get them just like this, chuck them in the pan. Wonder if you guys can see that. Probably not. Just move it down a little bit. Maybe I'll pull it off and pull it down a bit. There we are. So you put it in the pan. Pan is on something on medium. It gets hotter as you go. This is this frying pan. I don't usually use this one, so I'm a bit unfamiliar with it. So we'll see how it goes. So this is what I do for my family's bread for the thing for the week. I do these are my daughter's school. Sometimes she has just wholemeal flour type of flatbreads. I do them as well, but the sweet potato is my favorite, and I'll always prefer the sweet potato for the simple fact that they're more pliable, which you'll see. Like when I've made them, they bend better. They don't rip, you know, all that kind of thing. Whereas whole wheat ones, they do kind of get a bit rippy and stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna be able to fit 2 of these in. You can do these in the oven too. They take a few minutes in the oven, and then you flip them, and that's what you do. Okay, so we've got these both cooking, and while these are cooking, we'll work on our next one. So this takes a while, so you guys are going to be here for a little while maybe with me, but that's good. Someone to talk to while I do it. And yeah, so I have lots of good recipes that I want to share, but I'm not really the type to make you know, the videos where they, you know, zoom into the food and, you know, do a close shot of what you're doing. I'm not that type of cook or editor. I just want to make videos of me doing what I do, and you either watch them or you don't. So let that flip now. You can flip it a few times. That's nice, looking good, looking brilliant. I really love cooking. Like it's probably my favorite thing to do. Other than like eat it. Cooking is the next best thing other than eating it. So I have a feeling that this frying pan is a little bit too hot. I'm not quite 100% sure if it is or not though. But we'll see. Let's have a look at this one again. Oh yeah, that's definitely ready. Oh. Okay, so I've got this this cloth that I'm going to put the ready ones on. Actually, I might put it this side. Here we are. It's ready. Check that out. Beautiful. Oh, it's hot. And it's actually, this one has a pocket in it, so you could almost use it as a pocket bread maybe if you want to, but I find it's better just to roll. So we'll check it out once it's done. Okay, that's still got a little bit longer. Chuck this one in. Okay, we're going. Getting this done. Yeah, so I started making these a couple of months ago, and when I wanted to find an alternative flatbread, because my daughter really enjoys having the flatbread for school. She likes her little rolls and stuff for school. So like her little wraps with salad and stuff. So that's why I initially started making them, and also I really wanted to try and find ways to get more vegetables into my body, and what better way to do it than to do it this way. Oh, gotta make sure I don't forget about these while I'm talking. Yeah, that one's ready. Lovely. Lovely. So what I do is I kind of layer them up with my fabric so they don't sweat too much. I just keep doing that, and that's what I do. So these are all going to be different sizes. I'm going to make huge ones, I'm going to make little ones, I'm going to make all sorts, because we all like different types for different things. You know, sometimes when you have a salad you want to have a little flatbread, just a little one. Sometimes you feel like, you know, a really big, you know, giant one. So that's why I make them all different sizes. And also, you know, making this bread, it takes a little bit of time. Like, it's not something that just happens. So I find if I make it in bulk, oh, this is bulk, I suppose. It's not really bulk, I suppose it's bulk for it lasts us a while if I make it like this. I make them, I freeze them, and just having that convenience of having something to pull out. You're going to pull something out that's pre-made over something that you've got to make yourself. Well, I know I will, especially, you know, at the end of the day, when I've been up all day and my body starts to really hurt. Sometimes I can't even sit properly. I'm in that much pain I can't function. So this is a way that I can cook and provide my family with food that I want them to eat, and I can yeah. Oh, so now I just gotta wait for it to cook a bit. I'm starving at the moment, and this is like making it worse. I'm gonna go have some lunch soon. Actually, I think I might use some of these with my lunch, because they're might make tacos or something. I'm not really sure, to be honest. Let's have a taste. Oh, look at that, just nice and warm is the best part. Yeah, that's really warm. It's like kind of chewy. Really pliable, like, it's really nice. Yeah, that's cool. I'm happy with these. I mean, you could put some salt and pepper, you could put some garlic in them. You know, sometimes I don't usually put anything in these particular ones, but if I use the bread style, I'll put, you know, garlic and chives and different sorts of things, but these I prefer just, might turn this up a bit. I prefer them just how they are. Like, they're really quite nice, and yeah, I just love how pliable they are. Like, have you guys ever had like a wrap that's like, you wrap it and you get your salad and you finally like turn it over and then it splits down the side? So annoying. I know you know what I'm talking about. Like, hang on. So you wrap your wrap up. You pick it up to have a bite and the whole side split. But look, no splitting. You can pinch it. It's not okay. Maybe like it made a mark, but it didn't split. You know, like, these are so perfect, lovely. Give me another bite. Okay, that one's ready, is it? Well, that one could go for a tiny bit longer. Sometimes they go for a bit longer. So, what can I talk about while I'm cooking? I have a few things I want to speak about, but I can't really think of what it was now. Oh, that's what I'll talk about. Yesterday was my birthday. So I turned 32. I made it to 32, which, to be honest, I was not sure I would actually ever get to 32, because couple of years ago, I went to the doctors, and when I had left, someone had basically told me that I wouldn't live until I'd be lucky to make it to 30, and so every year that I get through, I think, oh, it's an achievement, and it's really, you know, it's quite nice to get another year. And you know, I want to live until I'm old. Like, I don't want to die young. I don't want to be, you know, like everyone wants to live the fullest life they can live, and you know, I want to as well. So yeah, it was quite nice getting to 32, even though I hate the idea of getting old. 32 is like almost half my life, I guess. Like if I go by like statistics of especially morbidly obese people, where they live to, you know, I kind of worry about as I get older, like what is going on with my body. So well, I'm 32 now, so I made it. I'm a bit older, a bit more grey hair. Got a few little grey flecks coming through. I actually was dyeing my hair about a year ago or so. Black. I love black hair. It's brilliant. I love it. But I decided to just go back to natural. I shaved my hair off. And yeah, I thought, no, maybe I want to go natural. So that's what I did. Went natural, and my natural colour's got like a bit of a kind of reddy kind of tinge to it. A little more kind of not burgundy, auburn. I don't know, it's got like a kind of, I don't mind my natural hair colour, but I don't like the grey hair. Like, I've probably got maybe 20, and I was picking them out as they came, and now I've got to the point I'm just like, well, either I'm going to dye my hair or I'm going to go old gracefully. So, and to be honest, it's not worth the money to dye your hair constantly. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to get, I've heard about coffee dyes, so I'm going to buy some coffee and maybe try and soak my hair in it, see if it kind of dulls down my grey hairs a little bit, because I don't want to have grey hairs yet. Not that there's anything wrong with grey hair, you know, I kind of want to prevent it, and I don't really want to put hair dye in my hair to have to prevent it, if you know what I mean. Like, I'd rather do something a bit more natural, something that's not, like, my hair felt terrible after I dyed it. It was like, first time I dyed it since I was a teenager, and it just felt like it basically killed my hair follicles, which was not very nice, and I don't really want to go through that again. But I don't want to be seen as older than what I am. But you know what? People aren't looking at my hair. That's the thing, and I always forget. I always think, oh, someone might see, you know, my grey hairs or whatever. But then I don't think that people aren't going to look at my grey hairs. They're going to be looking at my body, my weight. You know, they don't really notice. You know, and that's why I don't very often wear makeup, is because no one notices my face. They just see my, you know, my fat, and so, you know, all my imperfections that normally, you know, some people might be, you know, self-conscious about. I don't care about them. Like, I've got a like a wrinkle that goes across my forehead. The wrinkle actually, though, is self-inflicted, which is pretty embarrassing to say, and you wouldn't believe that it actually can happen. I didn't believe it at first, but now I actually realise that it is. So when I sleep, I have a lot of trouble sleeping, especially since I've got bigger. So I can't sleep on my back anymore because I can't breathe, and I've started over the few years sleeping on my stomach, and I lay and I put my hand on my forehead, so I have a permanent red spot on my forehead, which you guys probably can't see, but when I wake up in the morning, that's what you can see. You can see this massive red spot on my head, and along with the red spot, my hand was like pushing up against my forehead, and I'd wake up and my forehead every morning was like really, you know, compressed, and the wrinkle was really, really big in the morning. I don't know if you can see, it's like, and and it was like pushed up, and I literally had to train myself to not put my hand there. I had to try and start putting it down a bit lower and different spots, because I was literally permanently giving myself a big huge dent in my head, which makes you wonder, like, if I I could do that to my head and give myself a wrinkle, like what other things can people do to their faces over time by doing certain things to them constantly, how your face actually does kind of like mold into it, like because it was constantly like, and even my, I don't know if my eyebrows and my eyes have always been like this, but I have a lot of expression in my eyebrows, and I'm always like, and one eyebrow is higher than the other. I don't know if you guys know, but you know, whatever. I shouldn't draw attention to my eyebrows either, because I'm an anti-plucker, and to be honest, I don't really care about my eyebrows. I know some people do, but I'm just like, meh, whatever. And actually, I'll make a video on my eyebrows one day. I'll update you more on that one day. There's a lot of reasons why I don't pluck my eyebrows. I'll go into it one day. So, yeah. So got a few happening. This is good. I'm pretty excited to get these done. This means I won't have to do them for a few days. And that makes my life easier. Oh, that's raw. It just broke in my hand. We'll leave that for a bit longer. Maybe I tried to turn it too soon. Okay. There's a couple of little sticky bits in this one, but I really want to try and keep it nice and thin. Okay, there we are. Yeah, so this is my cooking. I don't really know what to talk about. It's hard to talk while you're cooking. It's hard to think of things to talk about. Maybe I'll just keep going. Not much left now. So I wonder how many I'll get out of this. We'll see, I guess. This pizza cutter is brilliant. Actually, the pizza cutter, I got it many years ago. I've only just acquired it though recently, because my mum, when I bought a pizza oven years ago, or maybe I got it in some kind of promotion, or I don't know, I got a pizza oven and it had this pizza cutter with it, this one. So this was when my daughter was little. She was, you know, a baby, 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, something like that. She was a baby, and my mum's like, oh no, you can't have the pizza cutter. It'll cut her finger off. Oh no, you can't have the pizza cutter. And she, for weeks, she's like, oh, you can't have the pizza cutter. Constantly. And it's like, then, you know, and it's like, so in the end, I was just like, here, Mum, take the pizza cutter. And she took the pizza, she took it off me, and I didn't see it for years and years. And then recently, Mum moved in with me, which I know. Some years are thinking, what? You live with your mum? Well, I don't live with my mum. She moved in with me. I like live here with my family, like my husband and my daughter, but now I live with my mum too. So she moved in, and I was like, there's my pizza cutter, I'm taking it back. And I took it back, and it's the best pizza cutter ever. So, but it took me years. I suppose I probably would have lost it or broken it or something all those years ago if I'd had it. So, or my child could have cut a finger off, I suppose, like Mum tried to tell me. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3. Let's see how many got. 3. Hot. 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's hot. 7.5. I might eat that. 8. layer it back up, put this one down, my half. Maybe I won't eat that. I don't know if I want it or not. We'll see. Yeah, you just want to do this just so they don't dry out. You want them to be kind of still pliable. You don't want them to dry out. And to be honest, I'm not sure how much they would actually dry out, but I just do this as a precaution. This is what I do with like cookies and all that kind of stuff that I cook. I just put them in a cloth. Okay, that's ready. That's not ready. That's fine. Oh, what else? What else? What else? Not much left of this. Let's see how many we're gonna get. 1, 2, maybe 3. Oh, what? I'm trying to cut the wrong thing. Good size. Or actually, you know what? I'm gonna have some of these for lunch in a minute, so I think I'm gonna make some little ones because no, actually I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm doing. I don't need a little one. So indecisive sometimes. Oh, I need more flour. So if you guys have any suggestions of what you think I should make, or what you guys think that I should be doing videos on, or you know, anything like that, let me know and I'll think about if I can do it or not. I see I've got a few more comments now. I haven't actually replied yet to any of them. I'm really bad at that. Like I don't really know what to say. Like sometimes, and some people have asked me if I have like Kik or something, but I don't have anything like that. I just, you know, use the regular. I think I've got Twitter, which I've just started. I'm thinking about maybe making a Instagram so I can take some pictures and put on there, but I'm not really sure. I'm not really technology type of person, so I don't know all the things that people do. So yeah, I don't have Kik. I don't have anything like that. But if you just want me to make certain type of videos, just give me a yell. Tell me what you reckon that I should be making, and yeah, it's good to have some ideas. So I'm not really sure how long this has taken. Oh, I dropped my mouse thingy. I'll check. I'm terrible at trying to organize stuff. Oh gee, 20-something minutes it's taken me. I didn't think, doesn't feel like that long. Maybe I'll do 1, 2, 2 more, 3 more, and then we're good. Then I can make my lunch because I'm starving. Today I'm gonna have some Mexican kind of flavor dish. Maybe with some of these. I'm pretty keen. I'm starving. Hate being starving and cooking, and like these things, you know, they're nice, but I need to make stuff with them. That's why, you know, I'm so hot at the moment. I'm like getting hot and flustered. Yeah, that's why I do them, make them in bulk and stuff. So then when I am hungry, I don't have to double dip in trying to do stuff, because I get really hot really easily. I get exhausted really easily, so I try and spread things out a little bit what I'm doing, so I can keep doing stuff and not run out of steam too fast, which I can if I over push myself and do too much. I mean, it's lovely to be able to do heaps of things, but the pain and stuff that I suffer if I over push myself is not worth it sometimes. So another one, it's still going. Get that one in. move this over a little bit. There we are. Oh, it's so hot. Whew. Whew. I need a drink as well. Like, I've got 2 more. I'm going to go get myself my drink and get my lunch stuff, and maybe I'll do a mukbang video after this. That's what I'll do, I think. Give me something to do. Yeah, so anyway, my birthday was yesterday, and I had a great day. I was home alone all day. But, you know, that's alright. It's alright to be home alone on your birthday. I just kind of sat around and thought about some stuff to do with my life and what I want to achieve in it and how I'm going to achieve what I want to achieve, especially, you know, like with YouTube stuff. Like, it's given me something to think about, because I've spent so long sad and, you know, upset and worried about what everyone thinks of me, and worried about what I'm going to do in the world and what I'm going to do with my life, and, you know, and I feel like a burden a lot of the time, you know, and I'm not going to lie, like, I really do feel like my family, like, would be better off without me sometimes, and, you know, like, it's sad to say that you feel like that sometimes, and the reason I feel like it is because I don't want to be that, like, I don't want to make their lives more difficult, and I do, because I'm me, you know, like, I don't want to be, I want to be someone that helps people and not the person that needs the help type thing. And that's, you know, I don't want my family to have to struggle because of me, and they do because of me, and I don't like it. So I've had a lot to think about yesterday, and I've been thinking about, like, what type of videos I'm going to make, and, you know, how I'm going to improve myself. And because improving myself is, it's not only good for me, but it's good for my family, and that's what I want to do. So we'll see how I go. So it was nice to sit home for my birthday and think about it. I actually spend most of my birthdays alone, even though I've got a family and stuff. Most of my birthdays I spend alone. I got a little teapot from my husband and daughter, and I got a little pen, and I got this frying pan. So, you know, I really enjoyed my birthday, and I got some amazing presents, and it was just really nice to have a birthday and enjoy myself and think about the you know, the rest of my life. You know, this is the start of the rest of my life, and I got a chance here to change myself and change myself for the better, and I want to change myself for the better, and I'm trying to. And that's the thing that people don't see when they look at a big person, or a person, you know, that doesn't fit the, you know, that looks like they're not helping themselves. You don't know what happens behind closed doors. You don't know the struggles that the people are going through, and you don't really know what they're doing. You don't know that they're not at home every day, you know, exercising, working their butts off, trying to, like, lose weight and be healthy and be a good parent and be a good mum and be a good wife, and, you know, like, and be a good auntie. Like, I try so hard to be all these, you know, things, and then I'm judged so harshly when I go out, and it annoys me, because people don't really know what I'm doing at home and what I'm trying to do. And yeah, I'm big. And yeah, I can't do stuff as fast, you know, and I can't do stuff as, you know, like, there's a lot of things I can't do, but there's things I can do, and there's things I do, and I'm trying my best, and that's all I can do is try my best. And I think that people need to remember that sometimes people are trying their best, and just because you don't see it, you don't know that they're not trying with all their might and every little bit of strength they have to keep going. So next time you see someone that maybe doesn't fit the ideal, I guess, maybe you should, you know, really consider, why are they like that? What has caused it? Why is this how it is? Don't just make assumptions and assume that they're, you know, that they're sitting at home eating McDonald's and takeaways 24/7, because a lot of the time people aren't, you know, a lot of the time people are, you know, making a conscious effort to exercise and to do stuff. And I constantly hear, you know, oh, go and exercise, or oh, go and stop eating, and, you know, like, it's easy to say, but doing it, you know, like, and you don't know that people aren't doing it. And even if someone is doing it, you know, I could have been doing it for a year, constantly, every day. No one knows, and I could have lost heaps of weight already. So you really don't know, like, what if someone has already lost heaps of weight, if they're trying their heart. You don't know what people's backstory is. You don't know what happens behind closed doors, and you don't know, you know, you don't know. And that's the thing with everything, you know, whether it doesn't even have to be referring to someone that's overweight. It can be someone that's underweight, someone that, you know, seems like they're not looking after their bodies, or someone who, you know, seems a certain way. They, you know, you do not know how much they're trying to, you know, help themselves. Like, unless you're in their shoes or you're seeing it firsthand what's going on, you just don't know. And so you should really consider before you judge people, because sometimes people are trying, and it only takes, you know, it only takes some people to judge that person, to make them feel really bad about themselves. And, you know, and it's not nice feeling bad, because it's just one person, say, that makes you feel bad. But what people don't realize is, as a big person, you see just that one person in many, many people throughout the day or throughout your life. You see that one person, that you know, just that person that has something to say. You see them over and over again in your life, and you've got to face that every single time. And after a while, it gets old, and it gets hard, you know, and it wears on you. Like, even though it's just that one person or just those few people, it's always going to be just those few people, and there always will be. And I think just those few people, literally, they need to think about what they're doing, because you just don't know what goes on behind the scenes. You don't know with anything. And yeah, so that's probably what I would take away from my conversation today. Sometimes you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Sometimes you don't know what's really going on, and maybe sometimes you should not judge so quickly. Maybe you should just accept people for what they are, and accept that maybe they are trying, and just maybe, you know, you could help them by not bringing them down. You know, just you know, maybe. Yeah, I got 2 left, and that's it. So yeah, it's pretty much done. Smells good. It's pliable. You know, you can see how pliable it is. It's not going to just fall to bits. You're going to be able to work with it. You're going to be able to stuff it. You know, fill it, whatever. Perfect. Lovely. That's it. I'm going. Oh, I'm going to flip these last 2. And I'm going to go, and I'm going to have some lunch, and a mukbang, whatever it is. I'll make a video. So that's it, and thank yous for watching, and I hope you've learned how to make sweet potato bread. Although my video is kind of spread out, and, you know, whatever. This is how I make videos. I'm not going to cut out and do my little voice clips and go blah, 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 and then cut it out and blah, 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 and cut it out. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to be me. And this is it, and yeah, okay, see ya, have a good day.